Hello 1000 PS friends, Kawasaki has done it, the Z900 is back, new for 2025, and here's all the info. Stay tuned. Honestly, we thought it might not happen. The last Z900 was released in 2019 and it was at the top of the middleweight naked class, mainly due to its impressive engine, the 948 cubic centimeter powerhouse with 125 horsepower, which was a real highlight. But now several years have passed and Kawasaki has been feeling the pressure, not so much because of the engine, but due to the rapid advancements in electronics, and they've made some significant updates in that area, which I'll tell you more about shortly. First, though, I have to talk about the look. In the editorial team, we went back and forth wondering what could have changed. After such a long wait, the new model was finally unveiled. We saw the photos and we all had the same reaction. Aha! Not too much has changed after all, no new lightweight aluminum subframe as some speculated. In terms of design, it's actually very similar to its predecessor. Kawasaki has kept the well-established Tsugomi design, which has defined their naked bikes for decades. This angular styling, a hallmark of the Z900 that makes it instantly recognizable, has been retained. And it makes sense when you consider how popular the Z900 has been in sales. Even in 2024, it was consistently in the top 3 motorcycles over 500cc. Kawasaki likely didn't want to alter such a strong performer too much. There are a few updates though. We have a new headlight mask, slightly smaller and less aggressive than before. On the sides there's now a bit more use of metal components like brushed aluminum accents on the side panels. Personally, I think it's a bit of a shame, but let me know in the comments what you think. The iconic Z-shaped taillight, yes, you all know the one, has been replaced by a newly designed LED taillight. While it's an attractive light unit, I feel it has lost a bit of that unique recognition factor since the distinctive Z-shape is no longer there. So overall, I'd say this is more of an evolution than a revolution, at least visually. The same applies to the engine. The 948 cubic centimeter inline 4 remains the core of this naked bike. It's been given a new cam profile, which should give it a slightly more linear character and likely improve low-end torque. We'll see how much of a difference this makes in the first test at the end of January, when Niels will personally head out to test it. On paper, it's down by 1 horsepower and 0.8 Newton meters, but with 124 horsepower and a maximum of 97.8 Newton meters, it's still absolutely competitive in its class. The big innovation here is of course the new ride-by-wire system that Kawasaki has finally introduced in this Z900. This upgrade promises a noticeably improved throttle response and, perhaps just as important these days, a significant reduction in fuel consumption. Kawasaki claims that the new Z900 uses 16% less fuel than its predecessor, averaging 4.8 liters of premium fuel per 100 kilometers. With the 17-liter tank, which remains unchanged, this translates to a range exceeding 300 kilometers, making it highly practical for everyday use. They've also made adjustments to the airbox, enhancing the intake sound to make it more present for the rider, adding a touch of excitement and character. Yamaha has done something similar with tank openings on their models, so it'll be interesting to see how Kawasaki has implemented this. It wasn't entirely clear from the photos, but that's what they're promising. There have also been some changes to the frame and ergonomics, enhancing the overall ride feel. The goal was to improve the handling of the Z900. Looking back and comparing it to competing naked models, the Z900, partly due to its higher weight, which we'll get to later, was somewhat less agile than its rivals. So what has Kawasaki done to address this? They've reinforced the frame, modified the steering head, and equipped the Z900 with a new aluminum fat type handlebar, offering a fresh setup. Additionally, the subframe is now flatter, providing the rider with more space, and a new flatter seating position that allows for more cushioning. In terms of suspension, not much has changed. The standard setup still includes adjustable front forks with both rebound and compression settings. The rear also features an adjustable shock. The riding position has been shifted to be more front wheel focused, enhancing front end feedback and, as Kawasaki claims, leading to improved handling for the Z900. For taller riders like myself, I'm 1.87 meters, there's good news. The seat height has been raised a bit. Now it's at 810 millimeters with the lower seat available as an accessory, and 830 millimeters with the Ergo High seat, which is standard. This adjustment will likely appeal to average height riders as well, as the knee angle on the previous Z900 was quite sharp. There are also updates to the brakes and tires. The front now features radially mounted 4-piston brake calipers, 2 of them since it's a dual disc setup with 300 millimeter rotors, which remain the same diameter. The Z900 now comes equipped with Dunlop Sport Max Q5 tires, adding to its improved handling setup. When it comes to weight, there's been a bit of a change, though unfortunately not in the direction we'd hoped. The Z900 has gotten slightly heavier, with the standard model now weighing in at 213 kilograms fully fueled and the SE version at 214 kilograms. The reason for this shift brings us to the most significant update, the electronics. We finally have a 6-axis IMU, which provides lean-sensitive traction control and ABS. It still features riding modes and now includes a quick shifter with a blipper function. Additionally, there's an electronic cruise control, meaning the Z900 is now fully up to date and no longer has to hide in this class. The power modes also influence the response intervals of the traction control and ABS systems. In rider mode, the traction control can be adjusted in 3 levels or turned off completely. The power modes offer choices between high and low settings. High unleashes the full 124 horsepower, while low mode restricts it to 75% of the power. Speaking of power, there will also be a 70 kilowatt version available, meaning the Z900 remains a 2 license compatible. However, this version will lack the rider mode, offering only sport, road and rain modes. Kawasaki has made notable advancements in electronics, and fittingly, the Z900 now features a new 5-inch TFT display. This display supports turn-by-turn navigation and offers 2 different display styles. In one of the styles, visible in the images, it even shows the current lean angle with a small icon, indicating your lean angle in real time. The display pairs seamlessly with the Kawasaki Rideology app, which allows smartphone integration for planning routes and accessing various additional features for the navigation system. The smartphone integration also includes voice control, allowing you to take calls and more, keeping the Z900 truly in sync with modern technology. Alongside the Z900, Kawasaki is launching the 2025 Z900 SE, which offers enhancements similar to previous SE versions compared to the standard model. At the rear, the SE version is equipped with an Öhlins S 46 shock absorber. Up front, it now features Brembo M 4.32 monoblock calipers radially mounted, replacing the standard brakes. It also has a Nissin radial master cylinder and steel braided brake lines, making the braking response significantly sharper. Additionally, the seat is crafted in a refined 2-tone leather with a metallic Kawasaki badge, adding a premium touch. There's a USB-C port in the cockpit, which can also be retrofitted on the standard Z900. Now, for the big questions, price and availability. While we don't have exact figures yet, a Kawasaki representative mentioned they're aiming to keep the price close to the current Z900 range. For Austria, I found that the 2024 standard Z900 is available for 11,200 euros, while the SE version is priced at 12,900 euros. In Germany, it's slightly cheaper, so prices for the 2025 models should hover around this range again. Kawasaki has put together an attractive package overall. The Z900 will be available by the start of the season, around February or March, in the color options of black gray, a silver with red, and the classic lime green with gray. The SE will come in a single color option, matte graphite gray with ebony and metallic graphite gray, complemented by gold accents on the fork and shock. Feel free to let me know in the comments what you think of the new Z900. We'll get our first hands-on look at it at EICMA. If you don't want to miss out on all the other new releases that will be showcased at EICMA, tune into the live stream tomorrow at noon, where Gregor and I will chat about what we expect to see on the EICMA floor and what else is coming to the motorcycle market in 2025. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. Take care and ciao.